Well, howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and here we are with Emma Boatman. It is that time of year when we visit with the Dairy Festival Queens. And this is always a fun series of conversations, and I do find that all of the girls who vie for this honor are charming and bright and fun to talk to. So, Emma, tell me first of all a little bit about your family.
My family, I come from a long line of family. I have a bunch. My mom is Ashton Boatman, and she is a nurse here in Sulphur Springs. Uh-huh. And her family is the Bradfords. I don't know if you know anything about the Bradfords, but they are a big, loud, crazy family. Uh-huh. And then my father is Jacob Boatman, and the Boatmans own a garage door company here in town. Uh-huh. And so they're a bunch of just blue-collar people.
Good. Well, that's what we like. When you say Bradford, now, of course, Bradford is a famous name around here. Are we talking about the Bill Bradford family, or
well,
do you know?
See, I like to say that, but I really don't think that's true.
Okay. Well, Bradford's a good name in Sulphur Springs,
Yes,
and a famous
sir.
name in Sulphur Springs, whoever it belongs to.
Yes.
So tell me, now, all of you are going into your senior year in high school.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? And so tell me about and you are a student at Sulphur Springs High.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your school activities.
I am in theater. I'm very involved in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, in fact, the president of our theater company.
Good.
And that's really what I love to do. It's what I spend all of my time doing.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah.
And you all had a great year this past year, didn't you?
Yes,
You
sir.
won a lot of honors, as I recall.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I also do UIL Interp poetry.
Yeah.
And I went to state in that this year, and I got 4th place
Great.
out of the state of Texas.
Well, and again, UIL had a great year
Oh, yes,
as
sir.
well. So 4th place is something to be very, very proud of. Great.
Yes.
Now, Dairy Festival Queen. And a lot of these girls will have had some background in agriculture, but in talking to you before we got started, you really don't have that much background
No,
in
sir.
agriculture.
No.
So what got you into the Dairy Festival?
Well, when I was a little girl, I wanted to be a princess, of course, like every other little girl. And I remember I would watch the queens in the parade, and I just wanted to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew that that's what I needed to be. I needed to be this just symbol of what the Dairy Festival is.
Okay, good. And we hope for each one of these girls that comes about, but in particular for you. Your future plans then, after high school?
I hope to go to college, of course,
Yeah.
and I hope to get a degree in musical theater and then a minor in children's education, and then I hope to be a children's theater teacher somewhere,
Okay.
probably Dallas or something like that, because
Yeah.
they don't really have that here.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And I just want to teach kids the love and the joy of theater that I have.
Have you picked out a university?
I
Or
am
college?
looking at Texas State or Oklahoma City University.
Okay.
They both have the programs I want, and I
Uh-huh.
just think that they're beautiful schools.
Okay, great. So now a big part of the Dairy Festival Queen competition is the cow milking contest. You've already had the practice session for that.
Yes,
How did that
sir.
go?
It was great.
Yeah.
My mom really was like, Emma, you're going to be too loud around the cows and they're not going to like you. It was great. It was a grand old time. It was not that hard.
Really?
Not like people say. No, people were like, it's so difficult to milk a cow. Not for me. I was just going.
So you're a natural.
Of course.
You're a natural, right. Fantastic. And the cow was cooperative and,
Oh, yes.
and friendly. And
I told Mr. Coon I wanted that cow on Saturday.
maybe that'll work out. And then you all do a service project at the dinner bell.
Yes,
that'll be
sir.
coming up. Yeah. So and that'll be a great experience for you. So do you see the Dairy Festival Queen having a particular role to fulfill in the community?
I do. I think that she's an ambassador for what the standards that we hold as Hopkins County.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she just is a role model to young girls especially.
Yep.
Like me,
Yeah.
I was one of those
Yeah.
little girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that it's just a way to I think that it's just a positivity almost.
Okay, great. Well, you're the first we have talked to, and you've set a high standard here for the others, and we're looking forward to talking to everyone. Good luck in the Dairy Festival
Thank you
Queen
so much.
competition. Emma Boatman, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST. Well, howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and it is Dairy Festival time again in Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County, and that means that we sit down for a chat with each of the Dairy Festival Queen competitors. And that is why we are sitting across from Amerson Boles today. Yeah, and you said you've been cheer practicing, or?
Yes, I just got home from cheer camp. My last cheer camp, so my voice is a little raspy.
It's very appealing, actually. You should try to keep that quality, I think, in your voice. Amerson, tell us about your family.
I have my parents, Michael and Brandy Boles, and I have a little sister, Evelyn Boles.
Mm-hmm. And you've grown up in Sulphur Springs?
I've grown up all my life. I've moved one time, and it was down the street.
Great. So a lifelong Sulphur Springs resident.
Yes, sir.
How about your school activities? Now, you mentioned you've been to cheer camp, so you're a cheerleader.
I am the cheer captain this year for SS Varsity Cheer. I am I'm the secretary for student council, the secretary for my class, like the class officers. I'm the secretary. I'm BPA vice president. I'm in Chick-fil-A leadership. I am the NHS vice president. And I think I got them all. Oh, Key Club, I am the secretary for Key Club.
What is Key Club?
Key Club is it's connected to Kiwanis, and it's just like a service organization for our school.
At one time, I had the idea that Key Club had something to do with singing or being in the choir, but I've learned that is not so.
Yes, no, so, I would not be. I'm not a good singer.
so cheerleading takes a lot of your time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love to cheer. I've cheered since 7th grade, and I've actually danced since I was about 3 years old, and I'm going on my 15th year.
Okay. Of dance?
Of dance, yes. I dance outside
with
artists.
I see. Good.
Yes,
good. We were talking before the microphones and the cameras went on. You don't have a particular background in agriculture yourself, but some in your family do.
No, sir. John Boles was my grandpa, and he set up the floral department for Sulphur Springs, and he built the greenhouse. He was really, really, really cool. And we now have a scholarship in his name, and it's real sweet.
Floral department.
Yes,
oh.
Like floral design and stuff.
Right.
And I got to take the class my freshman year, and it was really, really cool. I really liked it.
Fantastic. How about once you leave Sulphur Springs High?
When I leave Sulphur Springs High School, I'm really excited. I would love to go to A&M, Texas A&M, not Commerce, Texas A&M College Station.
Okay, right.
And I want to pursue a degree in accounting. And then once I sitting upon my CPA exam, I'd like to open my own business here in Sulphur Springs.
Fantastic. Well, my wife and I and our family spent 10 years in Bryan College Station. It's a great place, and you will, if you haven't spent much time there.
I love it. It's so fun out there.
That's a great place. So how did the milking, at least the practice for the milking contest go?
Well, I've never milked a cow before. So it was something different, but it was a lot of fun. It was good to be with all the girls. But one cow did kick my funny bone, and it wasn't very funny, but I guess it's funny now.
So did you get pretty good results?
Pretty good for my first time. I'm excited to do it.
Yeah. I don't think the pros do it by hand anymore. You know,
no.
I think they kind of put the pressure on you that way. So you have a service project that you'll be doing?
Yes. Tomorrow we are working with the dinner bell, and I'm really excited to meet new people and do something fun and new. Yeah.
What do you see as the responsibility of or the role of the Dairy Festival Queen? Should you win that honor?
Yeah, the responsibility and the role of the Dairy Festival Queen, I feel like she should show up and just be really like a part of our community and just be present, be excited, and lead our community in the good things.
It's a great tradition.
Yes, sir. It's very great.
It's an honor to participate, but certainly to win. Okay, Amerson Boles. Good luck.
Thank you.
And I'm John Mark Dempsey. This is KSST. Well, howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey. It is Dairy Festival time in Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County. And the coronation pageant for the Dairy Festival Queen Contestants is Saturday, June 14th. And we've been visiting with the contestants. And right now it's Claire Jalufka.
Yes, sir.
Who's our guest, and you are the only contestant not from Sulphur Springs High School.
Yes, sir. I actually attend Como-Picton High School, which is a very rural school, if you're not sure. It's a 2A, which is very small. And about a year ago, we got impacted with a hot storm tornado, and we had about 4 months without AC. So you can tell how that went. It's very different from Sulphur Springs. And I'm actually very grateful that I am the only contestant out of the 8 of us that isn't from there, because I get to meet all these amazing girls and have all these amazing opportunities.
It's expanding your
my friend group
resource of friends, right? Sure. Okay, tell me about Claire, your family.
Okay, well, I love my family. We have a very small circle, so it's basically my mother and father, Lisa and Cody Jalufka, and we are Brahmin ranchers, so agriculture is nothing new to me, really. And I'm actually not from Hopkins County. About 11 years ago, or 10 years ago, when I was 7 years old, now I'm 17, we moved and packed up clear across the state of Texas, which I originally from the Rio Grande Valley, which my grandparents live, and we farmed and ran cattle through Mexico, and we have orchards, and we still have orchards to this day. But out of nowhere, we just packed up and moved to Hopkins County. It was the best decision of our life. I have not regretted any minute of it.
And your family still owns orange orchards in the Rio Grande Valley?
Yes, sir. And we run cattle from each side of Texas.
Wow, fantastic. But your folks decided Hopkins County is the place we want to be.
And I cannot give them any kind of ultimatum during that. I'm so glad they made that decision. Even though we have no family up here, it's just I first-handly got to experience everything that Hopkins County has to offer.
I'm going to come back to your experience with agriculture, but tell me about some of your school activities at Como-Picton. Well,
as I said, Como-Picton is a very rural 2A school. There's about 50 kids in my class, so top 10% is top 5. And right now I am the class president, and I'm National Honor Society president, and our student council president, sorry. But it's really easy. I mean, I love Como just because everybody knows everybody, and that is my cup of tea. It might not be everyone else's, but I just absolutely love it. It's easy to get around, and my principal is my best friend. And not a lot can't say that, but I really do love it. It's a country school. We have the tractorcade. I don't know if you know about that. It's bring your tractor to school day.
I do.
And that's bigger than prom. I mean, I love it, truly.
Great. And so we discussed the fact that your family's involved in raising Brahmin cattle.
Yes, sir.
So you, at least from an early age, you've been around cattle.
Yes, sir. Below knee height. Yes, and that's truly my passion in my career. And I was always looking for what I'm going to do when I'm older. And I just realized it's my backyard, truly. And pursuing agriculture isn't just farming or ranching like my parents do every day. It could be advocating in agribusiness or being in law or anything like that. But currently, I am the Texas Junior Brahmin Association vice president, and I'm running for president in 2 weeks, 2 days after the Dairy Festival. And I really love that. It's a great organization where I can teach the youth and just really implement like farming and ranching into the new generation. I love it.
Well, we're getting a sense of this already, but what are your plans after high school?
Well, currently my sister just got accepted into Texas A&M Med School, and we have an apartment over there, so I would love to follow in her footsteps and apply to A&M. I know it's very competitive, but I am an Aggie at heart. I would love to go, and I'm going to pursue agriculture really, and just agribusiness, and I want to minor in marketing as well.
Right. Well, fantastic agriculture department and in various different subdivisions there at College Station.
Many fields, yes,
right,
sir.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. No, we spent 10 years there. I'm very familiar with it.
Yes, sir.
So we were talking, and you said that you had something that prevented you from participating in the practice for the milking contest, but this is old hat to you anyway, right?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, yesterday I woke up with a fever and I wasn't feeling too good, but around noon I was feeling a little bit better, got some orange juice in my system, and I was like, man, let me just be caught up to speed. So I went to go plug up a couple babies that were born a couple days ago, and we had our milk cow, and I was like, might as well just give her a squeeze. So it's nothing new to me, no sir.
Not expecting any trouble with that.
Hopefully not.
Right.
Hopefully not.
And then tell me about what you see as the role of or the responsibility of the Dairy Festival.
I really want to bring tradition back into the Hopkins County Dairy Festival, especially holding the title as queen if I will have that opportunity, hopefully. And they're such amazing girls, but I don't know what their point of view is on what the queen should be, but I really want to go out into neighboring communities and schools. Like I said, I'm the only contestant that is from not Sulphur Springs or doesn't attend Sulphur Springs High School.
Right.
And I'd love to go to North Hopkins, Sulphur Bluff, Cumbie, and just really promote and make the pageant bigger than what it already is, because it is a very big deal. I mean, Hot Air Balloon Fest and everything like that. And I would also since what I'm passionate about, I might as well implement that into Queen and really pursue agriculture and bring back tradition from the old dairy families and everything like that, and shine light on farming and ranching in the dairy community, truly.
Terrific. Claire Jalufka is one of the contestants for Hopkins County Dairy Festival queen. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Yes, sir. Contestant number 3.
Very good. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.
Thank you.
Well, howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and of course it is time for the Hopkins County Dairy Festival.
Yes, sir.
And the Dairy Festival Queen Coronation Pageant is what it's called. That'll be Saturday evening, June 14th. So here's Lucy McKenzie,
Yes, sir.
who is the next of the Dairy Festival contestants that we're talking to. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Tell me about your family.
Okay, well, I have 2 incredible parents, KK and Ryan McKenzie. My dad was born and raised in Hopkins County,
Yeah.
and my mom has been here for 18 years and is just proud to call her home. And I am the oldest of 3 sisters. And this year is going to be really interesting because I'm going into my senior year,
Right.
and the youngest is going to be going into her freshman year. So that means that I'm going to be able to have my last year in
Yeah.
Hopkins County with all of my siblings.
All in
high
school with
Yes,
you.
sir.
Fantastic. That'll be great. So tell me about your school activities.
Okay, well, I'm currently a member of the Wildcat Band,
Okay.
where I am serving as a section leader, one of the section leaders for the percussion section.
Oh, really?
So that's basically drums,
Yeah,
xylophone,
yeah.
anything you can hit. And in the marching band this year, I'm playing the drums, so if anyone wants to come watch Friday nights.
Oh, there'll be plenty
Yes,
there
sir.
there to watch. Is that still kind of unusual for a girl to be on the drums?
We have a very female-dominated
Really?
drum line, which is really interesting and kind of empowering, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the drum I specifically play is not typically female-dominated. It's like 30 to 45 pounds, and you're strapped in it. It's really
It's a
heavy.
bass drum?
No, it's called the tenors.
Oh,
And so
okay.
it's like 4 drums.
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah, yeah,
across,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
hitting them and stuff. But
Yeah.
yes, sir, I love it so much.
Yeah.
and I
Well,
love
the
it.
band has obviously, man, oh man, that
Oh,
Wildcat
man, oh, man.
band. But I mean, had a particularly good year
Yes, sir.
this year.
Yes.
Which is so close to winning state, and
Yes, sir.
but a terrific year, and looking forward to another good year. Anything else in school that?
Yes, sir. I am also a member of a service organization called Key Club,
Yeah.
where I am serving as the current president.
Oh.
Yes, I'm very excited for this upcoming year. I am the treasurer of NHS, and we recently just helped put on graduation, which was really interesting
Uh-huh.
and fun. And I'm also a member of STUCO. So
What is student
Stuco,
council?
yes,
Okay,
student council,
got
yes,
it,
sir.
Got it. We were talking before the mics went on and the cameras went on. You don't have any particular agriculture background.
no, sir. I mean, I milked a cow for the first time yesterday, if you can count that. But
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So what got you interested in the Hopkins County Dairy Festival?
Well, growing up in Hopkins County,
Well.
I've always just
Yeah.
it's always been a part of the community.
Right.
And I've always, as a young girl, looked forward to
Yeah.
the times when the pageant would roll around.
Yeah.
And now I'm finally blessed enough to be able to be a part of it
Got
and
it.
be in such a good group of girls and just make our friendships along the way.
Yeah. What are your once you leave school? What are your future plans?
I plan on attending college,
Yeah.
though as of right now, I'm currently undecided
Mhm.
as to where.
Mm-hmm.
But I am interested in music, possibly, and
Sure.
also aviation.
Oh,
So
yeah?
kind of all over the map right now, but I know that the Lord has a plan for me,
Uh-huh.
and wherever I'm meant to be, I will probably end up. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
good. Aviation. That's
Yes, sir.
Have you had any practice or had any instruction in flying?
I went on a test flight about a month and a
Yeah,
half ago.
yeah.
Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
it was really, really interesting, really fun. It was being able to fly the plane, and I thought I was just going to like sit in the co-pilot seat, like, okay, just kind of get a feel for it. I was
Right.
flying the plane, taking off and
Right.
landing. I was like, okay, this is
Wow.
actually really, really interesting. So,
Well, that had exactly the effect that was intended.
Yes, sir.
So you've had the practice for the milking thing, and that obviously went pretty well.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was very fun. We went to Mr. Coon's little farm, and he taught us how to milk the cows, and all the girls. We went at it, and we've never done it before, so it was a new situation for most of us.
Except for Claire, although she
Yes,
wasn't there. Yeah,
Claire,
yeah.
she's very knowledgeable in
Right,
the
right,
ag field. Yes,
right.
sir.
Very good. And then there's a service project with the dinner bell.
The dinner bell, yes, sir. That's tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And I love the dinner bell. Back in COVID, I helped out with it. Me and
Oh.
my friend Caroline, who is a past queen, we would go up there and we would help with the dinner bell. It was
Oh,
truly a sweet way to serve.
Caroline
Caroline Prickett,
Okay,
yes.
right.
She was the queen 2 years
Yes,
ago.
we met her last year.
Yes, sir.
And how do you see the role of the Dairy Festival Queen?
I feel that the queen truly just represents community spirit and grace and just embodies what it means to be a girl of the community. And I find that to be truly beautiful. And I've always, as a young girl, looked up to all the past queens and stuff. So it's just truly an honor and a great blessing to be able to take part in this competition.
Okay. Good luck.
Well, thank you, sir.
It is Lucy McKenzie we've been speaking with, one of the Dairy Festival contestants. And, of course, the event coming up, the actual coronation, is Saturday night, June 14th. I'm John Mark Dempsey. This is KSST.